Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Microwave Massacre. And, this movie's been labeled one of the worst horror movies of all time, and it's kind of getting hot in here all of a sudden. I have no idea why I left that microwave door open, but shouldn't cause any harm, right? Anyway, it's a story of a guy named Donald who works at a construction site and accidentally kills his wife. Well, he was drunk. That's his only excuse. And the day after, when he wakes up from his hangover, he realizes his wife is dead and stuck inside this big, huge freaking microwave. Goes to work the next day and realizes his sandwich is not the same old crap his wife was making, which was driving him nuts. It turns out it's part of his wife. So after that, he decides to go on a killing spree and starts killing women that he picks up and eats them. Yeah. So Donald's new culinary diet, or whatever you want to call it, is becoming a big hit with his co-workers, who are named Roosevelt and Philip. Well, there's also a part in the movie where Donald's sister-in-law comes by to see his wife. Donald tries to cover up the whole thing by sticking her head into their bed with blankets covering up, but the sister finds out about it, and he winds up tying her up and gagging her in his closet, and that's where she stayed. So after eating all this human flesh, Donald suffers a heart attack and then finds out he has a pacemaker, which I'm not sure. And of course, pacemakers and microwaves do not get along. He doesn't listen to his doctor, which his doctor seems like he's a kook nut anyway. And so then one night, he decides to make up some dinner out of his freshest, newest victim. Stands too close to the microwave, plop over, he's dead. And his two friends try to come by to pick him up because he's supposed to be going to a wrestling show. They find his dead body. And they also discover some of the human body parts that were in his microwave and around his house and everything like that. And they start getting sick from it because, well, they also were eating some of Donald's new culinary cuisine. It was labeled the movie that inspired Jeffrey Dahmer to do all of his killing. Maybe not. But yeah, this is one really messed up movie. To label it the worst horror movie ever made, I don't know. That's kind of tough. I mean, compared to this, Gourmet Zombie Chef from Hell is like Titanic. So yeah, really strange movie. In the end, apparently some new buyers are coming to the house. Movers come in to take care of everything, clear everything out. The refrigerator door where Donald was keeping his victim's body parts in, and his wife's head winds up in that garage refrigerator too. The door opens up when they're taking everything out of there, and she, just like that, and his dead wife's eyes glow. And that's the end of the movie. Microwave Massacre. They came for dinner to find they were it. It's really stupid horror comedy, but not something I'd recommend unless you just want to see some of the most idiotic stuff ever. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that made you not want to eat anything for quite some time afterwards, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. For Doc Schlock, thanks for watching, and as always, stay strong and rock on.